Hey everyone, it's Gary Vee here, and today we're not sugarcoating anything. We're diving deep headfirst into a crucial topic that most people whisper about, but nobody wants to truly confront: why 99% of businesses, yeah, you heard me, 99% crash and burn. It's a staggering number, a battlefield littered with broken dreams and empty bank accounts. But understanding this reality is the first step to not becoming another statistic. Too many entrepreneurs, too many hustlers out there are operating on pure passion and a prayer, and let me tell you, passion is crucial, but it's not enough. It's like trying to win the Indy 500 with a go-kart engine. You need the right vehicle, the right fuel, and a map that actually leads somewhere. We're going to dissect the common pitfalls, the landmines that take out so many promising ventures. So, if you're serious about building something that lasts, something that makes an impact, something that actually succeeds, then you need to listen up. This isn't about scaring you, it's about arming you. It's about giving you the raw, unfiltered truth so you can navigate this game with your eyes wide open. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick this off with the absolute number one reason businesses belly flop, and it's simple yet so many get it disastrously wrong: a fundamental lack of market research. You think you've got the next big idea, the game changer, the revolutionary widget. That's fantastic, your grandma probably thinks it's great too. But have you actually genuinely deeply understood if there's a real market for it? Is there a burning problem your amazing idea actually solves for a specific group of people? Too many entrepreneurs are building solutions for problems that don't exist, or for markets that are too small, or for customers they haven't even bothered to talk to. It's ego talking, not evidence. You're building in a vacuum, and vacuums don't pay the bills. Market research isn't just sending out a SurveyMonkey poll and calling it a day. No, it's about rolling up your sleeves and getting into the damn trenches. It's about listening, truly listening to your potential customers. What are their pain points? What keeps them up at night? Where do they spend their time and money? You need to understand their desires, their frustrations, their language. It's about qualitative data as much as quantitative. It's about empathy, people. You need to become obsessed with your target audience, not just your product. Ignoring this step is like setting sail without a compass, hoping to hit land. You'll just drift aimlessly until you sink. Think about it. Every failed product, every shuttered storefront, often has a story behind it of a founder who was in love with their own creation, but blind to what the market actually wanted or needed. They didn't test, they didn't iterate based on feedback, they just pushed forward, convinced of their own genius. Passion is vital, I preach it all day long. But passion without market validation is just a fast track to burning through your savings and your sanity. So, before you spend a dime on development or marketing, do the hard work, understand the demand, find your tribe, or prepare to join the 99%. Next up, let's talk about the lifeblood of any business, the oxygen it needs to breathe: money. Specifically, poor financial management. This one kills businesses, slowly and painfully, or sometimes shockingly fast. So many entrepreneurs are brilliant creatives, amazing salespeople, incredible visionaries, but when it comes to the numbers, their eyes glaze over. They don't understand cash flow, they underprice their services, they overspend on dumb stuff, or they simply don't have enough capital to begin with. They're flying by the seat of their pants financially, and that's a crash waiting to happen. You can have the best product in the world, but if you can't manage your money, you're toast. What are the consequences? You can't pay your suppliers, you can't pay your employees, you can't invest in growth, you can't weather any unexpected storms, and trust me, storms will come. It's not just about making sales, it's about knowing your numbers inside out. What's your burn rate? What are your profit margins? Do you have a budget? Are you tracking your expenses meticulously? Are you projecting your cash flow for the next 3, 6, 12 months? This isn't sexy stuff, I get it. It's not as fun as designing a new logo or closing a big deal, but it's non-negotiable. It's the bedrock of a sustainable business. Ignoring it is like ignoring a gaping hole in your ship. And let me tell you, the stress of financial mismanagement is a business killer in itself. When you're constantly worried about making payroll or covering rent, you can't think strategically. Your decision-making becomes clouded by desperation. You start making bad choices. So please, I'm begging you. Either become fluent in the language of finance or hire someone who is. Don't let your ego tell you, "I'll figure it out later." Later is often too late. Get a grip on your finances from day one, or your business will become another sad statistic. No excuses. Chapter 3. If they don't know you exist, you don't exist. Okay, so you've done your market research, you've got your finances in order, fantastic. But now how does anyone actually you? This brings us to another massive reason businesses fail: ineffective or worse, non-existent marketing strategies. You could have the most incredible, life-changing product or service on the planet, but if nobody knows it exists, you might as well be whispering your sales pitch into a hurricane. The build it and they will come mentality is a romantic fairy tale that will leave you with a warehouse full of unsold inventory and a heart full of regret. Marketing isn't a luxury, it's fundamental. It's the engine that drives awareness and customers to your door. And I'm not talking about just throwing up a few random posts on social media when you feel like it. That's not a strategy, that's a hobby. You need a, who are you trying to reach? Where do they spend their attention? What kind of content resonates with them? How are you going to provide value you ask for the sale? It's about understanding the platforms, whether it's TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, email marketing, SEO, paid ads, whatever makes sense for audience and business. You need to be creating content consistently, engaging with your community, and building relationships. It's about being discoverable and memorable in an incredibly noisy world. Too many businesses treat marketing as an expense rather than an investment. They cut the marketing budget first when times get tough, which is often the exact opposite of what they should be doing. Or they try a bunch of tactics haphazardly, get no results, and then declare marketing doesn't work. No, marketing didn't work because you didn't have a coherent strategy, you weren't patient, or you weren't speaking your customer's language. Effective marketing takes time, effort, testing, and a willingness to adapt. If you're not willing to put in that work, you're essentially invisible, and invisible businesses don't last long. Chapter 4: Evolve or Die. The market doesn't care about your feelings. The business landscape today is not a gentle stream, it's a raging river, constantly changing, constantly evolving. And if your business is a rigid, unmoving boulder in the middle of that river, you're going to get eroded or completely submerged. This brings me to a critical point: the inability to adapt to change. What worked 5 years ago or even 1 year ago might be completely irrelevant today. New technologies emerge, consumer preferences shift, competitors pop up, economic conditions fluctuate. Businesses that cling to outdated models that say, "This is how we've always done it," are signing their own death warrants. Think about Blockbuster versus Netflix, Kodak versus digital photography. The writing was on the wall, but they were too slow, too arrogant, or too scared to change. Adaptability isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It means being nimble, being curious, and being willing to pivot when necessary. It means constantly listening to the market, paying attention to trends, and not being afraid to experiment with new approaches. Are you embracing new technologies that can make your business more efficient or reach new customers? Are you listening to customer feedback, even when it's critical, and using it to improve? Are you willing to kill a product or service that's no longer working, even if it was your baby? This requires humility and a forward-thinking mindset. It means being less married to your current methods and more committed to your long-term vision. Fear of change is a powerful paralytic. Ego is another. We know best, our customers will always want this. These are famous last words in business. You have to foster a culture of continuous learning and improvement within your organization. You need to be constantly scanning the horizon, anticipating shifts, and proactively adjusting your sales. The market is a relentless, unsentimental force. It doesn't care about your traditions or your comfort zone. It only rewards those who can keep pace. So ask yourself honestly, is your business built to evolve, or is it built to become a fossil? Chapter 5. It starts at the top: bad captain sinking ship. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about leadership, or more accurately, the catastrophic impact of leadership. You can have a great idea, a hungry market, solid financials, and a killer marketing plan, but if the person steering the ship is incompetent, indecisive, or toxic, that ship is going down. Leadership isn't just about having a fancy title or a corner office, it's about setting the vision, building the culture, motivating the team, and making the tough calls. Everything flows from the top. If the leadership is flawed, the entire organization will eventually suffer and crumble. This is a hard truth, but it's one every aspiring and current business owner needs to internalize. What does poor leadership look like? It can manifest in so many ways: a lack of clear vision, leaving the team confused and directionless; poor communication, where information is hoarded or messages are unclear; An inability to motivate and inspire, leading to disengaged employees and high turnover. Micromanagement, which stifles creativity and breeds resentment. Or the opposite, being too hands-off and failing to provide necessary guidance or accountability. It could be an unwillingness to listen to feedback, a resistance to delegate, or simply a bad attitude that poisons the well. All these things erode trust, destroy morale, and cripple productivity. Being a leader is a profound responsibility, and it's a skill that needs to be continually honed. It requires self-awareness, empathy, resilience, and a genuine commitment to the success of the team and the business. It means taking accountability when things go wrong, not just credit when they go right. It means fostering an environment where people feel valued, empowered, and safe to take risks. If you're in a leadership position, look in the mirror. Are you the kind of leader who elevates everyone around you, or are you, perhaps unknowingly, the bottleneck? Because ultimately, the buck stops with you. And if the leadership fails, the business fails. Period. Chapter 6. Your playbook for dodging the 99%. So there you have it, 5 monumental reasons why so many businesses bite the dust. Lack of market research, poor financial management, weak marketing, inability to adapt, and flawed leadership. These aren't just theories, these are the battle scars I've seen over and over again in my decades in this game. Understanding these pitfalls is your first line of defense. But here's the good news. Failure isn't preordained. Knowing where the landmines are hidden gives you the power to navigate around them. It's about being brutally honest with yourself, doing the hard work that others won't, and constantly learning and iterating. It's about being obsessed with your customer, mastering your numbers, shouting your story from the rooftops, embracing change, and leading with integrity and vision. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, if it sparked even one aha moment, make sure to like, comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe for more insights from me and the team here at iFeasy. Remember, understanding these pitfalls isn't meant to discourage you. It's meant to empower you to steer your business towards that elusive 1% of success. Until next time, keep hustling, keep learning, and go build something amazing.